Hey everybody, welcome back to the third and final episode of Brawlin' with Brett this week. I am your host, Brett, here on TCG University. I have been doing this in the beginning, I probably ought to. Please like, subscribe, you know, Patreon, $1, it gets you stuff. Usual YouTube stuff. If you like this, tell somebody, like it, share it somewhere. We don't have a ton of views on these yet. I'm hoping to build those up, but I'm having fun, and I'm hoping anyone who is watching these are having a good time. I just like playing Magic and talking to either you or myself, depending on how many viewers we have. So if you are joining us for the first, this is your first video with Brawlin' with Brett. This is a weird one to start with, but thanks for coming in. We have played two other Calix videos this week on Monday and Wednesday. We are playing Calix 2.0 because previously we played a Calix deck that I put together. I modified a deck that my girlfriend put together. I made some changes, and it seems like those changes were bad. So we started online. We got a different deck, and it's been doing really well for us. I've made a couple tweaks here. Last episode, we put the very all-important Field of Ruin in, and of course, pimped out the lands because I spent the gold. I'm using nothing but these till the day I die, probably, unless they give us something cooler in Zendikar. So yeah, this is the deck. It's playing Calix, Destiny's Hand. He's real good. He removes creatures and lets us get in with our creatures. And yeah, then we're just playing cheap creatures, cheap enchantments, stuff that plays nice with enchantments. Yeah, as of right now, we're undefeated. So we're going to see if we can keep that streak going and have a undefeated week of Brawlin' with Brett, which I know we've come close to. I don't think we've had a completely undefeated week. So I guess we'll see. I think we've come very close with my good guy Questy B. Ooh, okay. This has been nice. We haven't been doubling up and not playing the boogeymen of the format. This is a sweet opening hand. Yeah, we have our Starfield Mystic, which, if you haven't seen the other videos, he has been our MVP thus far. So we are going to jam the Starfield Mystic out, and then hopefully we'll get a little top deck of land, and even if we don't, we still get some action. But, we get an additional green off of this one. Oh, sweet. So, okay. We get to do some neato stuff. So, we're going to put that on this land. And now we can cast 3 mana spells, such as Renata, Called to the Hunt. Well, I guess I did that before we attacked. I did that on purpose, totally, viewer, because I'm really good at Magic and I'm always thinking of heads-up things. We did that to take it so we didn't want to lose our cost reduction thing here. Oh, guys, I'm really tempted to just Questy B. 5/5 Questy B is calling me. 5/5 Questy B, let's do it. They've got the removal, we're about to eat it. But if they have to use their removal on Questy B, we still got to keep our other very impressive creatures. Oh, giant, wow, okay, that is, I thought that'd be coming on the Questy B, but maybe they've got another, they better have another answer, guys, because this has been a really solid opening. This has been the most aggressive opening we've had. Smothering Tithe is good. Certainly a good card. Gosh, yeah, we're just going to Conclave Tribunal. We're just going to Conclave Tribunal that. We've got a crazy amount of board pressure. We don't need to ramp them into something crazy. I'm okay with that trade there. They have to answer something here. If they can't, if they just put blockers down, we have answers to their blockers, and this game is done, unless they can answer our creatures. Which, oh boy, I do love Questing Beast. Okay, that is not answering Questing Beast, certainly. They still got a lot of open mana. They've got 5 open mana, but we're just gonna exile the Giant Killer and go for the kill. That might be aggressive, but I'm an aggressive individual. Oh no. Oh, the Questing Beast was 8 to extinction. That's okay. We've got him down to 4. We've got Calix in play. If they play their commander, we got him. Mana Geode, okay. That's fine. Nightmare Shepherd, okay. Neat. We have a thing to conquer death on. Oh, we don't. Viewer, I was foolish. We actually only have 1 white source. We got a Banishing Light, though. That'll do. Let's eat that thing right up. And bring him to 1. Hoof. They play a creature, we got the Heliod's Punishment. We could have Heliod's Punishmented that. I know maybe we should have been holding the Banishing Light back for something else. Wow. Making him Wrath against our 1 creature. That seems fine. We clearly don't kill them this turn, but
I am blessed by Nyx.
do we put the Eidolon down, or do we... I think we put the Omen of the Sun down. We could have flashed that in. I'm bad at Magic. I'm just not used to these enchantments having flash, but this whole cycle does, so... we could have held back there. Hand's really white heavy, obviously, so 1 more white source would be real good. We can always scry for that if we need to, but I guess we're going to see how we draw. We're going to see how we draw. Wait, they just played Treacherous Blessing and they have 1 life. They just lost the game. I'm assuming they did that on purpose as a screw you, or perhaps they had quests down. If not, either way, got that one cleaned up. Oh, we're moving right along. Let's see what our next one is. That was a really aggressive intro, and I love Questing Beast. He is my favorite card from Eldraine. He is my favorite card in Brawl. Ooh, Gitrog. Oh, this is... Oh, viewer, I am so excited for you because you get to watch me play these videos, and this has been really solid. This has been a good week. As my partner, who's off mic, just asked, Gitrog is in Brawl. They have been releasing rando legends into Brawl. So, Gitrog, Talrand, and Reese the Redeemed are all legal in Brawl on MTGA. So, not in paper, but I don't think anyone's paying paper Brawl. I'm not paying paper Brawl. So if I'm not playing Paper Brawl, not many people are probably playing Paper Brawl. I love Paper Brawl, but it's just hard to get people to do it. It has not really taken off as a format, which is unfortunate because I really like it. Paradise Druid, what do you think? We got lands. What are our 2-drops? Yeah, we don't really have a 2-drop, so that seems fine. I wouldn't mind ramping a little bit. Want to make sure we can get the Elspeth Conquers Death. So unfortunately, we don't have much instant speed removal in this deck, which is a shame because... killing the Gitrog in response to the land sacrifice trigger is about one of the most fun things you can do in Magic. I promise. It feels so good. We unfortunately don't get to do that. I don't play that much instant speed removal, viewers. I really lean towards more of these green, red, white decks. I don't play blue or black all that much, which is fine. Maybe we'll need to change it up. Maybe I need to get some blue and black going. Maybe we'll look into that going forward. Midnight Reaper. That is a card I don't like them having very much. I'm just going to put the champion down. I don't think Calix is what I want to do right now. I want to kill that Midnight Reaper pretty bad. We can always Elspeth Conquers Death it, I suppose, next turn if they particularly... Oh, they Gitrog, so... Probably just going to kill the Gitrog monster with Elspeth Conquers Death. And that will put the Stessian champion... Then that's when we get to start doing really dumb stuff. So I'm assuming they're going to bash in. It seems foolish not to. We had to remember they got the Labyrinth of Scophos. That might be something we deal with at some point. Yeah, that's just... thankfully, we're going to exile the Gitrog, so they aren't even going to get the Midnight Reaper trigger. So, bye-bye to their commander. And if we can just keep making them say bye-bye to their commander, that feels pretty good to me. I'd love to get an enchantment to keep them pinned down with. Yeah, we're just going to bash in. We're going to bash in. Get some damage in, I suppose. If they want to spend 2 mana equipping the Shadow Spear and attacking you with the Midnight Reaper, we can then kill the Midnight Reaper eventually. Clearly, I mean, not like literally right this second, but our deck's just literally riddled with removal. And all of our other stuff. Like, we can also, like, Calix stuff under Elspeth Conquers Death. That seems bad to me. And as of right now, we don't even have anything to take advantage of the Elspeth Conquers Death, other things, but oftentimes a 5-mana exile a thing is just fine. And if our opponent wants to just keep playing the Gitrog out, I think that's pretty good for us. We do have our Archon of Sun's Grace, which we haven't seen this week yet, but we did see it on our previous Calix deck, and this is a card that is very powerful. If anyone's watching the standard control decks who are running that, it is quite good if you can untap and just play these little enchantments that boost up your other stuff, which obviously plays nicely with Calix, which is why it's in the deck. I don't know why I'm explaining to you things you know. Curious what's going on here. I mean, we might just be seeing the Shadow Spear equip. Okay. This is the one. Swamp comes into play. You get a ping things for 2. So if this, do they have a I don't remember if they played a land this turn. That's an annoying card certainly. We'd like. We need. I mean, they've got some stuff down, and part of this deck we need to keep the board under control. So 6 mana. If they don't do anything to us, okay. Non-creature spells cost 2 more. I doubt that's going to matter all that much. Let's play the Arden Veil. I don't want them to know about the field. We're going to Omen of the Sun. We're going to Omen of the Sun. Which seems bad, and I was just talking about how it has flash and all that stuff. But let's get the stats. We're going to draw cards. And that might open up a couple other lines of play for us if we draw into some more removal. We did not draw any removal there, but now we have something to start throwing things under. I want to keep our Paradise Druid with Hexproof right now. I suppose we could always Omen of the, scry with Omen of the Sun, but let's just keep this mana open. That was not exactly the turn I wanted, but now we have the Omen of the Sun, and we can Calix... Actually, we want him to kill our Paradise Druid. We want him to kill our Paradise Druid. I guess that was, well... We do. That was a dumb attack. They have a 3/3. I don't know why I was like, yeah, they'll block with their 3/2. They won't. They thought we had a trick, which is good. We bluffed them. We did that bluff on purpose because why would a person make that attack? Bluffing. Which is a great reason, oftentimes, to try and call someone's bluff. Make them show that they have it. It doesn't always get you, but it gets them often enough that... you can make your opponent do a dumb thing, because we would have had 1 less mana next turn. Now, they might swamp and shoot that, but if they do that, they didn't shoot us, and they didn't take out one of our nice little 1/1s that we can't reanimate. So, that was exactly according to plan. Totally did that on purpose. We want to deal with that Cavalier of Thorns. We're probably going to exile it under the Omen of the Sun, I think, is probably what's going to happen, because I don't love them getting any of those cards back. And it's a 5/6, and 5/6 is... Oh, that was off of the Lotus Field. Which, ooh, we made them do the Lotus Field when they didn't have Gitrog down. So that is, they've not gotten a lick of advantage off Gitrog. We did a really good, we made the right call, absolutely, taking the Gitrog out there. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This is just kind of an awkward place to be mana-wise. I really was hoping to get an enchantment we could play. Now we could certainly up Calix, but I don't think that's a great play. So we're going to throw the Cavalier under that and assume they probably don't have Enchantment Destruction. I'm tempted to I think we just bashed with a 3/5. We need to keep pressure, although they could double block and kill her, which that actually seems really bad. So once more, we're going to hold back on attacking. I'm not going to bluff on purpose with the Paradise Druid this time. We just need to untap, and we'll be in an okay place. We certainly aren't doing bad, but I'm not thrilled with where we're at, to be totally honest. I was hoping to get a couple cheap enchantments. Normally, the Stetson champion can get absolutely out of hand, and we have not gotten absolutely out of hand. Okay, Gitrog. That is A-okay with me. That is they have really. It does look like our opponent is not great on lands, and they haven't gotten any value off the Dread Presence, which I ain't complaining about. So let's hopefully draw some removal here. So they're digging. They clearly don't have any good attacks. They haven't even been able to get their Shadow Spear on anything, which seems like seems kind of bad to me. All right. That's not terrible, but not exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to up Calix. What we're looking for is something to... an enchantment to deal with a Gitrog monster that will also draw us a card and pump the Stetson champion. I don't know why our opponent is slow rolling us at this point. Hey, there we go. So probably the punishment. I think the punishment is the most punishing. Because then they don't even get to replay the Gitrog monster. So, bye-bye to their commander for 4 turns. And draw a card and get our champion even bigger. Ooh, that is awesome. We are going to have a wolf fight on our hands. We've got to fight the Dread Presence. I think we've just got lucked out on that. They're going to draw a card, unfortunately. That's just the reality of the situation. But that seems... That was the right call, I feel like. We could have played our land out. We would have had our Paradise Druid protected, which, that's okay. So they can't block there. They can only block with the 3-2, which they won't. That is whenever a wolf enters the battlefield, we gain 3 life, and it fights up to 1 creature. So we can get the Mantle of the Wolf going. And that, we might be able to get a little bit extra value. We have a small wolf sub-theme. I think we've also got the 4/4 wolf with flash that craps out wolves if we didn't play any spells. So that's fine with me. Hate letting him draw the card of that Midnight Reaper. This is not a card I'd like to have sit around. But they've only gotten 1 card off of it, and if we can get it exiled, which I think we've got a pretty high probability of doing, that is not terrible value. Wow! Guess they didn't have it. They've forced me to play a 3rd game because we still have time for 1 more game. I was hoping if that one went long, we'd go like, well, undefeated. We did at least 2 games each episode, but fate has conspired to force our hand and try once more. Try 1 more game and try to keep our record perfect, undefeated for the week. And we're like, oh god damn it! And it's Niv Mizzet. Okay, this is it. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can stop the boogeyman of the format, the best deck you can be playing in Brawl. Which, you can't, just because you can be playing it, doesn't mean you should, in my opinion, because I think this deck is boring and samey, and, probably should be banned. I don't think Wizards is going to do it, because they're cowards. In actuality, I just don't think they care enough about the Brawl that they'll actually do it, but, it's possible, There's no, we're not, that'd just be being cute, isn't it? Yeah, we can just put it on anything. We're going to put it on the Forest. We could have gotten an extra mana there, but, that doesn't, 2 mana wouldn't have done us anything. We do get to play Nissa next turn, which, if we're going to win this, we need to win it fast. Clearly, because Niv might be coming down next turn, so. Here's Nissa. Maybe we actually should put that. We should probably put that on a different land because we want to put it on our forests, but that might have been a misplay. There's a distinct possibility if they've got an untapped land that Niv is incoming here, which I certainly don't want to have happen. But we might be able to deal with it. We've got Nissa, and they have to deal with Nissa. And if they just tap out for Niv, we can keep Nissa and take the creatures out. We've got some removal. Well, we've got an removal. And then once we get something under that Conclave Tribunal, then we can Calix and do it again. Okay. Niv is... Yeah, okay, here's Niv. So this is also another big one. Oh my gosh, let's see what they got. Okay, they only actually got 2 cards off of it. I'm surprised the... Do they go to the bottom? Okay, they go to the bottom. Okay, so there's Niv. They got a couple cards off of it, but nothing back-breaking, actually. So we're going to Conclave Tribunal Niv. We're going to get a land. Hate to see Heliod go to the bottom, but what are you going to do? So, there goes Niv. We play our land for the turn. Okay, yeah, we're gonna bring a Plains alive. We're gonna bash in. And then we're gonna Biogenic Ooze. And then we're gonna Aesolid. Okay, holy crap. There is a chance we pull this one off, team. There is a chance we pull this one off because we went fast, and that is what you've got. You either need to counter that Niv Mizzet every time it happens, or you have got to go fast. They left the Niv under the Conclave Tribunal, which leads me to believe they have removal for the Conclave Tribunal. They likely don't know that they could have just command zoned it anyway, and then destroying it would still bring it back from the command zone, because that is a very weird interaction. I have explained that in previous videos. Oh good, it's Casualties of War. God, have I mentioned I hate that card, guys? My God, what a beating. Now, we might still be able to kill him, which is insane, that we might be able to beat them past this. 6, 7, 8. Ugh, they are... We've got to exile Niv Mizzet, and we've got to put him under a 1/1. That is going to eat a removal spell next turn, but guys, I don't quite know what else to do. We got him to 1. Now we can do a cute thing here. They should do the 3 damage one. There's no reason not to do the Deafening Clarion here. If they don't do the Deafening Clarion, we gotta get him. We gotta trick him. Oh, that was dumb. Well, no, actually, maybe not. So, if we sacrifice... Oh, yes, okay. So, we're gonna sacrifice the Aesolid here. It doesn't matter what we're targeting. This doesn't matter. Nivs comes back, and, they're gonna get Niv back to their hand, but they aren't going to get Niv, they aren't gonna get a keep Niv, which they would have gotten to keep Niv. Again, protection isn't gonna protect us here. We're gonna get our stuff wiped. But they're tapped out and Niv is in their hand and not on the battlefield. Which does give us a brief window here. Oh, this is... Look how many cards they've drawn, and we are clinging to life. That is not a questing beast. That is not a questing beast.
The patterned future appears before me.
We can Night Pack Ambusher. We probably just play the Night Pack Ambusher at instant speed. If they're greedy. If they're greedy and they Niv again, we have a chance here. We aren't giving them a chance to target our Night Pack Ambusher. We do have the advantage of they probably aren't expecting that to get flashed in. Oh boy. This one. Oh, viewers, I'm leaving you on a good one either way. And if we lose, we have put up a hell of a fight. Ooh, Uro. Okay, so they're gaining the life, which is bad. But we have a chance here, because they'll gain 3 life. They'll put a land card down. Now, if they have an untapped land and they can, Oath of Kea, that's going to suck. The D-Spark is an instant, which also sucks. We've got to do it. So, Night Pack Ambusher comes in. They probably ought to D-Spark right now. There is still a path we have here, team. It's not super high, but it does exist. Okay. That is a creature. Creatures are good. That is an Omen of the Hunt.
Clothis, show me my path.
I don't think we're coming back on this one, team. But, oh, we're going to try. I'm going to do everything in my power to do... Oh, he's got to get attacked with that Uro, though, which is a bummer. It's dwindling. Our odds of victory are certainly dwindling. They drew so many cards. And this is why... Niv Mizzet is absolutely a ridiculous deck. Niv Mizzet's way too good for Brawl. And... It's just because of this. We've played a super tight game. We've had a super aggressive game, and they just get to do this to us. They just get to unflinchingly blast through, draw so many cards. Do we have the... Can we... Oh, no, I was going to say, like, did we... Maybe, I don't know if we could have tapped better on that. I think Uro has... No, Uro doesn't have trample. Total Shamir does not answer that. So that's a shame. We're losing our commander here. And they're at 10. We're going to command zone. Oh, put that down. I think we can actually tick up. We should have done that in a different order, obviously. Elspeth Conquers Death. We can try to stay in this. We'll see. I'm gonna try to play this one out. It is it's a beating to get hit with all this stuff. Like I said, it's just crazy the stuff you have to freaking answer. Oh my gosh. Wow. The Covetous Urge away our Elspeth Conquers Death. Kill our Calix. That might be it, team. Like I said, I wanted to play this one out for you, but this might be played out. We might be done. Just, yeah, this deck is garbage. This deck is, no, Niv Mizzet is, when I say garbage, Niv Mizzet is unfair garbage. This should not be an option. Like, not saying there aren't decks that can't beat Niv Mizzet, but you basically have to tune to beat Niv Mizzet. You need to counter literally every spell they cast. And even then, that can be an iffy proposition. The double mulligan makes what should be bad mana consistent. The fixing in standard is so good because of Ravnica. No, we are getting a ban on come Monday, but I don't think they're going to do it. They should. If they cared about the health of this format, they would ban Niv Mizzet. I hope the numbers show just how egregious this deck is. And, like, again, I'm not super up. I knew this was probably going to happen. I'm a little sad because we came close. We came really close. We literally got them to 1. But, yeah, see our board. This is that place I talked about where we can pick up our deck and we can't get anything. I'm not going to good game them because I don't like their commander. Nothing against them. I know if you play Niv Mizzet, it's the best deck in the format. I can't blame you. We're not playing for prizes, but if that is what is the most fun to you, play Brawl however you want. I think the format would be healthier. Sans Niv Mizzet. I think that game is an excellent example of why that is the case, because it's just so consistent. But you don't win them all. We continue to strive for perfection. Perhaps someday we will get the legendary undefeated week, unless it's already happened. Again, they all kind of blur together. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you doing it. This has been Brawlin with Brett. I have been Brett, here on TCG University. If you like listening to me talk, I don't know why, but I have a show called MTG Study Hall where I talk a lot about Magic, clearly. If you want to hear me not talk about Magic, you could give $1 to the Patreon and listen to the pre- and post show on MTG Study Hall, because that's rarely about Magic and normally pretty weird. Like and subscribe. Let somebody know. Leave a comment. I appreciate those as well. Let me know you're enjoying what I'm doing. If you've got a deck you want to see, I'll make it and play it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.